since I don't have much to give him, I'll give my heart. It is well with my soul. Praise the Lord for shedding his blood so all of us can be free now. Come on, let me praise the Lord as this world passed me by. That's when Jesus lifts me. Yeah. Oh, I buckle up my shoes and I journey home to go. He can do what no one else can do.
All right, guys, the news is in. You are loving MTM on CVM.
And for those who don't know, we are the Mitchells. I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And you can come along with us on our journey every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Right here, you can see it happen on CVMTV.
Yeah, MTM on CVM.
See it happen, man. CVM, man. MTM, man. CVM, man. See it happen, man. CVM, man.
Jamaica's biggest and most epic show, the Independence Grand Gala, will unfold Independence Day, Tuesday, August 6th at 5:30 p.m. inside the National Stadium. And it will be live, right here on CVM. See the pomp and pageantry, the colorful mass dances, the entertaining pop acts, the amazing fireworks display, the breathtaking drone show, and so much more. Independence Grand Gala, National Stadium, August 6th, 5:30 p.m. Catch it live, right here on CVM.
It's Baba time this week.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Yes, I am.
I'm ready.
Yes, I am.
Sing Ellis.
Yes, I am. Always ready. Yes, I am. Born ready. We are ready. So says Jamaican track and field athletes. So says the fans at home as we anxiously await the start of action on Friday. Hello and welcome to another edition of Paris Podium. I'm Nathan Curtis and I am joined by my esteemed co-host today, Shireen Richards, manager of the Jamaica's team to the Carifta Games. Friday. We've been waiting.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We can finally say that for us as Jamaicans, it just feels like the Olympics has started.
It feels like it started.
Yes.
Are you anxious, eager? What's the vibe? What do you feel?
My heart is racing.
Racing?
We're waiting to see what Jamaica can do
like
in the first rounds of things. Starting with the 100 meters tomorrow, we know everybody will be glued at the television. Glued to the television. We have a number of events coming up, so we have a number of performers, and it's the women. The women are going out for show tomorrow.
I like that. Also joining us later in the show will be two-time Olympian Brandon Simpson and three-time Olympian Maurice Smith, who you know are just no strangers to the show. However, boxing is where we start. Now, Imani Khalif of Algeria won her opening Olympic boxing bout Thursday night against her opponent, Angela Carini of Italy, who decided to quit after just 46 seconds into the match. That's interesting. Khalif was disqualified from the 2023 World Championships after failing an unspecified gender eligibility test, and her presence at this Paris Olympics has become a divisive issue. Here's what some persons on social media had to say. She's a biological female that was just born with extra testosterone. It is illegal to transition in Algeria. She did nothing wrong. Anything more that, Shireen?
It is illegal in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You either are one or the other. So you can't be both.
I agree there. So in my mind, I think she did nothing wrong either. Let's see what else we have up from social media. This is a disgrace. A man beating a woman. A woman trained all her life for this, only to be beaten or being beaten by a man.
People who don't really understand how Khalif became the way she was will make a statement like this.
Yeah.
But she was born biologically a woman.
Yeah.
So I'm no doctor, but in my reading it says that she had both chromosomes, the X and the Y.
Yeah.
So she didn't drop one like most of us.
Yeah.
So it feels like when you're in the boxing ring, somebody punch at you. It's really somebody, not the female that's punching you. So I guess that's why.
And I'd go as far as to say, let's take the final one, but I'd go as far as to say, as I read this one, I remember we had the same debate around Caster Semenya, and nobody was using the same kind of language. Now this one says the misinformation that's spreading about Imani Khalif is so unfair. She's not trans, she's not a man. Can you guys just do some research before you start tweeting abuse, please? It's not hard. This, see it there, this is what they did to Caster Semenya.
But the research has indicated that these persons have an increased level of testosterone.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Khalif was tested before, but the fundamental difference is Semenya ran on a track by herself.
She wasn't punching anybody?
She wasn't punching anybody. I know this is a contact sport. So it becomes fundamentally different. And I guess when she felt the hit, I mean, the story says that it shifted her headgear.
Yeah, she upset her nose, she felt the pain in her nose, shifted her headgear. So yeah, that's a pretty tough one for me to sit down and think that it's a normal thing at the same
Can't
rate.
be normal.
Yeah. But meanwhile, Simone Biles, who's your girl, claimed her second Olympic all-around gold medal at the Paris Games.
Simone.
With Brazil's Rebecca Andrade capturing the silver in the event, while Suni Lee was rounding out the podium in third. Now, I know you hear me call her your girl. How you feel about her performance so far?
I just love her. And from the first gold medal that she got for Paris a day ago or 2 days
I think
ago.
it was about 2 days ago.
Anybody came out to watch her, and it is because she's so lovable and they understand her story. Now she's at medal number 7 for an Olympics, 23 for World. She's an amazing person, amazing human being, and she's doing well in the sport of gymnastics.
And I think she's kind of one of those global stars at this Olympics because everybody was in the stadium when she was performing a couple of days ago. So yeah, that's definitely a true statement. But now we can take a look at the Olympic medal table to see what's been happening so far. So we see here the People's Republic of China on top. Generally, so we can explain to people real quick, it's the number of gold medals that makes you be on top, not the total number of medals. So though the US has more medals, China has more gold medals, with France, Australia, and Japan rounding out the top 5. How have you enjoyed the performance of these nations so far in the Olympics?
China has always been amazing at producing good athletes and their facilities. Right now, some of our Jamaicans are there. I think swimming is there. Badminton is there in China, learning best practices in the sport. They're training for the summer. So we shouldn't expect any less from a country like China. And of course, the USA is in much more sports than our small country. Everybody else.
We know that. They do everything.
The probability is higher that they'll score in
They're the Casey of the Olympics.
Oh, Lord, don't say that.
So here, let's look at the schedule for the Jamaican athletes for tomorrow. Okay, well, we can just discuss it. We know what's coming. So 100 meters starts tomorrow. Discus starts tomorrow. High jump.
4x400 mixed relay. The exciting stuff starts tomorrow, and we will see them in the first round. Lamar Distin is performing in the high jump.
She'll be competing in the high jump qualification tomorrow. Expectations?
My expectations aren't too high because I see the heights that the other athletes are jumping. But I'm just happy she performed enough to get to the Olympics, so it's a big feat for Jamaica for her to be there. We have the triple jumpers, the veterans in Shanique, Miss Ricketts.
And we also have the butterfly, which is swimming. So we have the qualification in the men's 100-meter butterfly, which will be represented by Joe Curlew. We have Tia Clayton, Sasha Lee Forbes, and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, who will be competing in the first round of the women's 100 meters, and that will be followed by the triple jump. And then we have the women's discus, which will go off at 11:55, which will then be followed by the mixed relay, and then round 1 of the women's 800 meters. Again, one of your favorite athletes, Natoya Gould, will be there. While there will be the men's shot put with Rajendra Campbell, while we begin at 1:10 p.m. for all of that. How you feel, Shireen?
It looks like a lot for tomorrow. Lots to look forward to, especially the 4x4. I keep going back to that. Everybody waits for the end of the Olympics to watch the release. And we're going to go there. We have Janelle Bromfield showing up. We have Cherokee Young showing up. We have Stephanie McPherson, veteran Steffi.
I'm on the fence.
I'm on the women's side, and I think the women are going to pull it through. I'm not going to talk about the men.
Well, listen, it takes 4 to run a relay, so you can't just have 2.
Strategically place them. Right. Mr. Barnes will do his thing as well.
I hope he does. And then, you know, for us, we also want to make sure that the fans stay a part of it. So we want to hear from you. So remember, you need to send us your videos and voice notes letting us know who you think will win or not. So when you want to send those, please send it to our WhatsApp line at 876-833-0897, as you can see there on the screen. And please, we want to hear everything. Be real, because, you know, everybody have them own like a prediction or them bring out. But let's have that realistic perspective. You can tell us what you think as well, Shireen. You can send in the video so the fans can see that we're all a part of it. But guys, stay with us. We have more Paris Podium. We'll return after the break.
The news is in. You are loving MTM on CVM.
And for those who don't know, we are the Mitchells. I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And you can come along with us on our journey every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Right here, you can see it happening on CVMTV.
Yeah, MTM on CVM.
See it happen, man. CVM man. MTM man. CVM man. See it happen, man. CVM man.
We come alive.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not too go specialist, and that's the pinnacle of the problem.
We want some new era.
Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie!
You work till a week. It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me, I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man wants to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flow and Guinness.
I did catch arms, you know. No one else for the Olympians, then. Yeah.
Calling the Olympians. And love me, say big up every nation. It's a special occasion.
Welcome back to the Paris Podium, and the voice that you hear there is one of the guests that we have here today. We are now joined by Maurice Smith and Brandon Siston, but I shouldn't call him Maurice Smith. It should be Deca Jams at this point, correct?
Yeah, man. AKA.
So outside of his performances on the track, Maurice, who goes by that stage name you hear me call him while ago, Deca Jams, has delved into music. His song titled Olympians made a remarkable impact during the Tokyo Olympics, and is set to once again blaze the airwaves once track and field gets underway on Friday. So Maurice, for those who haven't figured it out yet, why the name Deca Jams?
Deca Jams, all right. If you know me from the track,
yeah,
the Catalan,
yeah,
you see it. So Deca,
I just jam it out.
Deca, jam it out. JAM's Jamaica, our jams to the music.
Okay, so how long have you been involved in music?
Well, music professionally.
Yeah.
Since what? 2015, 2016.
2015.
Kind of veered into it, but music has been a long time coming for me. Because from your youth, if you remember the days of 2-deck cassette tape, we used to tape music off radio, them time there.
And the
you know, even from Calabar. Make me cassette tape, them time the Walkman a beat, and then you know the songs them I like. Used to tape off a radio, carry a track meet and get me hype and ready for it. So a long time I really wanted the music. Furthermore, I used to hear some man sing all some artist song.
Yeah.
And I said,
you know you can do that.
Yo, I want to do that too. Because when me hear them sing the song, I was so impressed.
Yeah.
And I want to learn some artist song. So when me sing it to people can hear me and say, yo, Jaja, that sound good still. So good. Music has been a long time coming for me.
But it's a marriage that we've seen a lot. I mean, Usain Bolt has delved into music. Chris Gayle there's always this connection between music and sports. Right. Why? What do you think? I mean, can't start with you, Maurice, but Brandon, I know, because you guys have been there. Yeah. What makes that marriage such an easy one?
Well, I think both you can say is entertainment.
Okay.
Because, you know, if you look on the track, it's not just performance, you know, it's entertainment out there as well. Mm-hmm. And athletes always want to be musicians and vice versa.
I will jump in and say there's a synergy between music and sports.
There is.
If you look at this, the track and field that's happening now for the 4x4, every time they come out, they do a little song and a dance that they come. If you look at the netballers dance now before they perform, and people look out for that. It's become a part of Jamaica's lifestyle.
Yeah. What do you think, Brandon?
I mean, I think that music is an inspiration to sport and to activities. Okay. You have workout playlists that are all over the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's something that motivates and brings you into the right mindset. So it's definitely going to be a tight marriage between the two. So yeah.
Well, you know, Maurice, it would not be right for you as Deca Jams to be here and not take us out to the performance. We're going to come back from the break, guys, but so we have to make Deca Jams carry it out.
Right now. Go. See there? Calling the Olympians. One love, me say big up every nation. It's a special occasion. This is a pleasure, it's an honor to be named one. Calling the Olympians. One love, me say big up every nation. It's a special occasion. This is a pleasure, it's an honor to be named one. Yeah, man.
After the break, guys, more Paris Podium.
Big up yourself.
I did catch arms, you know. I want to help for the Olympians, then. Yeah.
Calling the Olympians, one love, me say big up every nation. It's a special occasion. This is a pleasure, it's an honor to be near one. Put your hand in the ear and is it your first time appearing? Respect all the veterans, the trendsetters who are hold the world record.
Royal Palm Estate.
You don't have a woman?
No, miss stay far from woman. Woman is crosses.
Mine is self, you know, boy.
No, man, the only one maybe deal with is my mother.
Now that you are a millionaire, you know, the girl them supposed to run you down like these half hour, you know.
Oh, you mean, man? They might chase for me like when White Shark want fresh meat.
Remember, the only reason I agreed to come up here and spend the night with you is because you said that we'd have separate rooms.
And that we will, if that's what you want. Listen, I always respect the wishes of my princess.
And Eliza, I am not the only person at Royal Palm Estate to have a child whose father is a secret.
So what you trying to say, child?
Do you know who is the father of Aunt Joyce's son?
Welcome to the ZZ Lottery Draw for 8:20 p.m. Thursday, August 1st, 2024. The one-drop winning number is 15. The hat-trick winning numbers are 1, 9, 2. The four-play winning numbers are 6, 0, 0, 6. The Lucky Day Lotto winning numbers are 3, 6, 20, 18, 11. The fireball is red. Thank you for playing with Izizi.
Sugarcane Productions, in association with Boundbrook Wines, presents the Love and Togetherness Concert, starring the legendary Russell Tompkins and the New Stylistics. Saturday, August 17, the Palm Drive at Hope Gardens, with Richie Stevens, Kashif Lindo, Wayne Wade, Heather Cummings-Williams, and Lloyd Parks and We the People. Gates open 6 p.m., showtime 8 p.m. Presented in association with CVMTV, The Jamaica Observer, Cool 97 FM, Seals and Engravables, Island Car Rentals, Okorte Hotel and Suites, NK Wholesale, Sugarcane Productions, and DK Water. Security by Allied Protection. Betcha by golly wow. Don't miss it!
What's your story? What's your sign? You're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're doing this
Wagwan. We can say we're a friend now. Celine. We have to take on the road.
Yeah, man, we have to take out the same way. All right, Lord, thank you so much for this day.
Me, I do the work. Yeah. And the people them accept it. Clarendon, Mandeville. But now we get to go into the inner city of Kingston.
I can't wait to learn more as we go across Jamaica into different churches to understand what they do.
As we eagerly anticipate the start of track and field on Friday, we have two fans who've joined us online. They are Marlon Dixon and Andre Muir. Gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Paris Podium.
Hi, thanks for having me.
And thank you guys for being here. Now, we're into the discussion of the day. You know, it is said that Jamaica has produced a lot of world-class athletes across many sports, including athletics. So let me ask a question. Is Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce the greatest athlete, female athlete of all time? Start with you, Shireen.
I think that question needs to be rephrased because athlete means you're encompassing multiple sports.
Correct.
So I would rephrase it and say, is Shelly-Ann Fraser the greatest sprinter or greatest track and field athlete of all time? Then you become specific, because when you cross over and talk about somebody like a Serena Williams in tennis, somebody like a Simone Biles in gymnastics, you can't compare the two with oil and water.
We all can agree there that we can say let's not try to do the athlete, because when we start talking about sports and we reach into football like a Mia Hamm, it's hard to now start bringing up names because everybody has really been dominant. So then question has been reframed. Thank you, Shireen.
Welcome.
Is Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce the greatest female sprinter of all time?
Can we change it again? Because sprinting is also 100, 200 meters and 400 meters. So is she the best short sprinter of all time? How about that?
That's more specific.
Well, let's see. So what do we think? When you think about history, where does Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce sit for you all?
As a sprinter, I think probably number one for me.
I agree.
Yeah, I think
Number
she's
one? Definitely
most
agree.
decorated, one of the most brilliant competitors. I think she's probably number one for me.
And Andre and Marlon, what do you guys think? Greatest female sprinter of all time?
Well, I might be biased because she's my favorite track.
That's okay.
But I really think she's the greatest 100-meter runner to have ever graced the face of the earth. I mean, her stats are unmatched.
Or legal stats.
Well, I'm not saying that here. But so let me say it this way. I think one of the debates that we'll always have, gentlemen and lady, is around the idea of what makes her the greatest. So if we delve into her statistics, as they would have said, she has, I think, encompassed in excess of 8 Olympic medals. I think she has over 15 or more world championship medals. Then if you put in the Commonwealth, World Junior, Carifta, CAC, when you put all of that into context, I don't think Jamaica has produced at her level somebody who has been that successful.
And to add in such a short space of time, because with Shelly, everything was time specific. So many people will want to compare a Merlene Ottey to a Shelly-Ann Fraser. Merlene was the greatest of her in her time. And the duration in which she ran track and field as well. Shelly don't run those years yet, you know. So can you imagine if Shelly was running up until the age that Merlene ran?
So then let me ask a question, and gentlemen at home, you can think on it as well. We've often put Usain Bolt, because the statues are there to prove it, the accolades are there to prove it, that we say Usain Bolt is the greatest athlete, Jamaican athlete of all time. Do you think that Shelly has a stake to that claim? Let's start with Marlon and Andre at home. What do you guys think?
All right, I would say he does. And again, the statistics are there to show based on his accomplishment, having the world record for both short sprints and, of course, the relay. So he's right there. And I believe Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is right there with him in terms of her accomplishments.
But I'm asking, do you think Shelly is above Usain? I'm asking point blank.
if she's above him,
yes,
I'm gonna be cautious in
responding.
Why? Let's hear.
In comparing the two, and the reason is if you look at the time that Usain has competed and what he has been able to achieve in that time, and then you look at Shelley, who has competed over a longer time, which really caused for a lot of demands on the body. I do believe that I'm going to say in their own right, I'm not going to go on that limb to say that she's above him. And the reason is even the fact that he has the world records in sprints, that may give him an edge.
I may give him. What do you say?
I think without the world records, they are both on the same limb.
Yes.
The 10:49 and the 21:34. I think Shelley started to attack the world record a little too late in her career.
Okay.
I think she probably just discovered that, okay, I can run 10.6. And, she capped it off at 10.660. So without the world record, she would have been there with Usain Bolt, no question. Yeah.
Maurice, Brandon.
If are we bringing in speed into the conversation?
There's a range. I'm going to throw it, but I want to hear the opinion first. So go on.
Yeah, because I was going to say then Elaine would have to now be brought into the conversation because she ran 10:54 already.
So she is the fastest woman outside of Flojo,
exactly.
Which again put the asterisk beside that record.
Right.
So let me put a wrench in it. If you look since 1983, during the 60s we had sustained across the 100 for men and women, not much change. Since 1983, the men's 100-meter record has changed about 15 times. The women's record has changed twice. Now, I don't know if that is a testament to the women being just that much more competitive, meaning for them it's marginal. For you to be good, you have to just be that much better on the day. Whereas for the men, there is a progression. You see them getting faster and faster, and your push is to be the best. So you know that you can go beat that record.
Right.
Now, Usain Bolt has set a record that has not been beaten since 2009, so that's 15 years. So he's probably put an asterisk there to say this will probably never be broken.
Right.
But do you think then, if you take that out, remove the record, could it just be that Shelley's been competing in a far more difficult space compared to Usain?
I mean, it would seem that way.
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, like the guy said from home,